The Knowledge Matters School Tour visited 3 Delaware districts to hear about their investment in teacher success with high-quality curriculum. Each district received a grant from the Delaware Department of Education to support this work as part of the Reimagining Professional Learning program.
Having materials, as we know, is not enough. And the professional development has to go along with it. Otherwise, it's easy to buy materials, but helping the teachers and the administrators to know how to use those materials well is a whole different thing.
You can't just start a new curriculum and not do PD, follow up, go in, reflect. You have to have all of those pieces.
So just like they invested time in the teachers to roll this out, they invested time in us as well. From a district level and a school level, you have to think of the word investment. The professional learning that happened, the coaches that come in, that support had to be there. And including us in that training allowed us to be a support to the teachers too, because we knew what to look for.
We really do believe as administrators that we're to be trained too, and that we need to know the materials just as well, if not better, as the teachers, so we can support them. But we can't help if we don't know really well, what the lessons look like, what should be happening in classrooms, what does student discourse look like, what are those key things that we should be hearing and seeing when we go into classrooms.
The administrators not only knew what it was, but they knew the purpose behind it. So they could give more detailed feedback around just did the curriculum get followed.
The curriculum-specific PO is really about the math, and that's the result you get when you have the curriculum-specific. The teachers come away with a better understanding of the math and why it's being taught that way.
I feel like I am a better math teacher from going through the way that the math is being presented, and then because I understand it better, I am better to feel the questions that are coming from the students.
It gave me a chance at the trainings, to understand their perspective, what our goals were, and it also allowed me to work with other special education teachers from other schools, and we shared ideas. I just think that it was really comforting for me to know we're all in this together. I'm not just going to show up and wing it. I'm invested, and we did work through the lessons, so I knew exactly what to expect. If you were out or you were out, I could do exactly what they would do. You know what I mean? But otherwise, I would not have been so prepared.
The biggest thing that Bridges has done has bring us all together so we can collaborate together as buildings, as teams, as grade levels in order to produce the vertical alignment now that people are asking for. So that's been fantastic.
One thing I thought was very helpful in Delaware especially was there were multiple districts going through this at the same time. They both made the decision at the same time so that the district leads could then collaborate too. And they didn't have to create everything from scratch in Brandywine or the neighboring districts. They could actually work together to think about, what do we value, what are you using, what are we creating?
Honestly, I think the communication we've had with the other schools and each other, even at different grades, I don't know how to say, but we've all gotten over that feeling of, oh no, here we go again.
We have just built a community amongst ourselves in which we learn these skills from each other.
Not only having the curriculum, but also having the community surrounding the curriculum is huge. And it took a lot of the weight off of what was a very weighty year.
A lot of collaboration, I think, is really important. You have to have your teachers collaborating and meet them where they are and provide resources and support to help them become better versed at the program.
We see with a curriculum like this that it's not just I'm trained, I have it, and I'm done. It is an ongoing building of the teacher's practice and the coach's practice as well. It's reciprocal.
We've been pretty flexible where if teachers are like, I want to improve upon this, is there someone that you could suggest I go to visit to watch this happen? Then I would arrange it with them where they can go visit the teacher that's strong in that area, and this way I could cover their class and they get the opportunity to see that. Having that opportunity to go see how are other teachers implementing IM and what's working for them and what can I pull back to use and help my students, I think that has been such a big shift and one of the greatest things that we've been able to do.
You see the shift in kids being verbal about math. They talk through their different strategies and share where they provide the same answer with different ways. And learning from each other in that way is impressive, because it's not just do-it-yourself work anymore. It's how do we function as a team, and that's how we want to send people out into the world, is how do you work together.
The trends over time show that our students' math grades have significantly improved since using IM as well.
I'm seeing kids excited about mathematics. You would not have heard those words out of my mouth 3 or 4 years ago.
At least 75% of students say they feel confident in math this year. 75% or more say that they have seen multiple strategies to a problem, and the same number, 75% or more, say that their teacher asks them questions that make them think about the math they're learning. The next number we're going to go to is 80. So 80 or more say they feel successful in math this year and they enjoy learning math this year. And then 90% or more says that my teacher asked me to discuss the way that I'm thinking about the math problem. 90% or more say I regularly participate, and 90% or more say that their teacher provides them with activities and discussions that help them learn math.
I think they're more engaged. I think they are more successful. They just seem more excited and not so scared of math anymore.